Hello traders, happy weekend. Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club, and welcome to the Forex weekly review for the week starting on 29th of April to the 4th of May. First of all, thank you very much for your time watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed that and it helps you in your trading and choosing the right instruments to trade during the week. If you enjoyed the video, please show back your support, hit the like button. Leave your feedback below on the comment section and it will be very much appreciated. On Monday, I will be posting the weekly review in the PDF version when my team prepares that and that finished. And all the things I will discuss in the video now would be included in the PDF. So you would want to come back on Monday, and on a section below in the comment and also in the description below the video, I will include the download link for the PDF. So first of all, what do we have for the coming week? The previous week was amazing, very interesting, really great opportunities that provided by the market, great moves, and that's maybe open gate, beginning of something interesting and new for the period to come. Of course, I'm talking about May. May is most likely historically a volatile market. We do have to pay attention to the news, of course, and we have here, let's go over that here. We have here very important news to be published on the coming week. But first of all, it's important to mention 1st of May, bank holiday around Europe, across the Eurozone, so the volatility might be lower. But then it starts with manufacturing PMI in Britain, GDP in Canada, ISM manufacturing in the US. Then we are going through Wednesday and we have the ADP and the FOMC statement together with the funds rate decision. Then we have trade balance in Australia, trade balance in Canada on Thursday. Speech from the Swiss bank chairman, Mr. Jordan, monetary policy statement in Australia, and of course, the one that the whole market is waiting for is, of course, the non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. So the previous week was very interesting. As I mentioned already, euro-dollar was moving down. You remember from our previous view, as long as we are holding from the previous week's reviews, for those of you, of course, who follow, those of you who are for the first time, you can always go back and look on the history. I'll keep that as a follow-up, of course, of the trades that we are developing. So the euro dollar is the first one, and as long as it was inside the range, our idea was to sell the rallies. We finally got this breakout, and this range is broken as well. So that can go and retest the range, but generally it has a deeper room to the downside. The idea is very simple here. On the weekly chart, we can expect that to take us towards 38.2 even, which is approximately around the 117, 118 area. So we have more room to go. But on the short term, there are all the reasons for the pair to start and make some kind of pullbacks, corrections. We have a cycle here, a double cycle on the view, bullish divergence. So every rallies from here, we would be looking for possible sells. Meanwhile, on the short term, we have the action zone right here around the 120 area, 120, 121. So it could use us as a possible zone for pullbacks, which we will want to go and to sell. And for sell areas, as for now, the best one, of course, is this area, which is a classical zone of the resistance. It used to be a great support in the past. It's a broken range area, so that's really good place to pay attention to. Next on the list is the pound dollar. That followed our plan from the previous week. We were expecting the pullback to get us to the upside, and then boom, with the bearish hidden divergence that was formed here, the pair continues all the way lower. According to the pound dollar cycles, I would expect that right here to reach the area of the 38.2, which is around the 135, 136, or maybe even the 132 later on. We should pay attention to that the channel that the pair was moving in is trying to be broken. If it managed to break it, let's remove the Fibonacci. If it managed to break the channel, it's a very good sign for the continuation. Euro pound is another pair that we have on the list, and this pair I'm looking for sells according to the weekly cycle. This is the triple cycle, so we have one. I would expect it to rally a bit and go look for the sells. What happened this week? We got a first push up, pull back, now continuation. So the levels that we would be looking at would be right here. Okay, some duplication to this area or even slightly higher. We're gonna finish that move. After that, what we do is we mark the trend line, and at the moment we get a breakout, we are after sales. On a short term, rallies can still continue a bit, dance around the area in between 088, 089, and from there we would be looking for the possible sells to go and continue for us. The next one on the list is going to be the dollar yen, which approach the area of 109, 110 that we wanted to see. Now there is one little issue with this area. This issue is the non-farm payrolls. Statistically, during non-farm payrolls weeks, the yen pairs tend to be bullish. It's not a rule of thumb, which means, oh yeah, we are just buying, whatever happens, happens. But statistically, that's what happens. And what could in such situation happen is got some pullbacks and a rally. Anyway, the zone of 109, 110, maybe even slightly higher back to the trend line. I think that this area would use us to finalize the rally, and from this area I would be looking for sell evidences, sell setups to go and to start another push to the downside. The best thing, of course, to start the sells would be if we go below the trend line, and that's why I said it could make anything like that and then maybe turn around and make it lower. So definitely worth to pay attention for dollar yen on the zone of 109, 110. We wanted this one to be reached during the last few weeks. We got that reached. Now it's time to cash out, make the profit, and look for the next opportunities to come, which I believe there is a good chance they will be bearish. Euro yen broke the trend line on the 4-hour chart finally. So if we go here and we retest it, we can go and get some bearish evidences. This would be an invalidation, which means if we go above this area, the sells would be most likely terminated and changed on the short term. But meanwhile, as long as we are below the trend line and the last stop rallies, we can start looking for possible sell rallies. Of course, look for confirmations. Don't just go attack a level, look for a confirmation and to attack it. Pound yen is another one that is very well possibly interesting. There is no specific cycle on the pound yen, but there is a possibility that the pair is developing for us the special double correction and now a possible continuation lower. This is definitely a possibility. Now this is what happened here. We got a bearish divergence on the pound yen. That's a bearish hidden one. Okay, a bearish hidden divergence, and the trend line is being broken on this one live. So as long as we are holding this scenario, okay, I would be looking for possible rallies and continuation lower. So I would say that this is the invalidation level for us for shorting the pound yen. Pound versus the Canadian, another amazing pair. As I explained on the previous week, this is one of my favorite. The reason is that this double cycle was built by 3 equal legs. You can go back to the previous week video and watch this preparation for us. So our plan was exactly sell the rallies. We got that happened. We got a beautiful scenario there. The pair bounced from the top of this, well, I would say channel or the descending triangle. We got the breakout. So I believe we are going much lower. 50% of this cycle is right here, almost in play. The next target would be the 38.2 of the double cycle, and that should take us towards the 174 area. So rallies, and we still are after sells. Next one on the list, there we go here, Australian versus the dollar. We got what we wanted to see, the continuation towards the 0.75 area. And now we should see how the pair goes. I would not be surprised if we start to see some retraces, pullbacks. There is a chance we're gonna see later on the 0.73 area holds. So for longs, I would prefer to see this trend line broken. So I believe we're gonna get inside this channel. I'm gonna get some bounce to the upside, and then we will have to go and see are we after rallies or are we after a retrace to the downside again. So I believe that this area of 0.75, as long as it holds, might start provide some kind of rallies. Now the best thing for the rallies would be, of course, the break of the trend line, right, for the long-term rallies. But as I said before, as long as this trend line did not break, what could happen here is rally 1 or 2, and then further continuation towards 0.73. This is definitely a possibility. So it would be short-term rallies, corrections, longer term looking for the possible sells. If this trend line is broken, then game over. We are back to the bullish setup. Aussie versus the Kiwi is another one of my favorites. As you know, I have been talking about that for a while now. We got the breakout finally. So for me, pullbacks and the buys. The best places for the buys would be right here. Okay, so if we get the pullback, rallies. That's the expectations of ours. The next one on the list is going to be the New Zealandian versus the Canadian. Now the pair is on critical level. I believe we should start see some correction soon. We have been selling this one for a while right now. We wanted to see the 0.71, 0.91, 0.90 reached, and we are right there on this area. This is why I believe this is going to be the end, where from we're gonna see some kind of a rally. Pay attention that this trend line meeting point is also very close. So I believe we should start to go and see some corrections. In order to get that done, what I would be looking to do is mark a trend line. This is the trend line we have, right? Get that broken and possible retraces to the upside. Okay, that's what the way I would be looking to trade the New Zealandian CAD on the short-term rallies, because for the long term, I still think we're gonna rally and go lower. That's my personal view here. So that's the most interesting opportunities, at least as for now, the way I see them on the Forex view. Gold and silver. Now gold is moving still in a long-term bullish scenario, but on the short term, and you can see we are still moving inside a bearish channel. So what can happen here is from the tops we are looking for the sells, from the bottoms we should be looking for the possible further buys. And same with the idea of silver. We are on the bottom of the daily range, right? Now we got this one broken and retested. right? This is a bullish hidden divergence. So we would want to see some rally, retrace, and a move to the upside. The alternative for this scenario is if we get the 2 waves retrace back to this cube area of the bottom of the daily triangle in the range. That would be a great place to alternatively start and looking for the buys. That's the ones we have for commodities. That's the most interesting opportunities we have for commodities. Now there is one that more for investment, sugar. Now sugar is on critical area, and I believe the area of 10 or surrounding that is a great area to start and look for possible investment. This is a great zone for that. Every new low, if we get, I think it's a classical opportunity to start an investment. If you want to play safer, then take the last big trend line. Once we break above that, look to jump in with retraces. The only thing here, I wouldn't trade it regularly. I would go for invest. And for those of you who go for invest, first of all, make sure your broker allows that. In terms of contract rollover, because most brokers close the contract once it's finished, and few brokers only roll over. Check your possibilities according to that opportunity. I think this is very interesting one. Indices, we have the DAX. Here we are. According to the weekly cycle, we are after sells here. This is the first leg, and I would expect it to make the second leg to the downside. And DAX had for us the breakout during the week. This one and the little one that it had later on right here. They both paid small portion. They didn't pay big time. So we would want to see the big trend line, right? We would want to see that from this area or slightly higher. We would want to see breakout and sells, or kind of a duplication here. 1, 2, breakout and sells. For long term, we are looking to sell the rallies, so this is definitely one to watch. Again, for long term. For short term, that could still continue in this movement that it behaves so far. And the NASDAQ that made a very good job for us. We were looking for sales on the previous week, and this one paid for us and paid very sweet. So I have no new updates, to be honest, here. Looking for new rallies, new highs, and sells. If we get them, we get a good sell. And the UK FTSE, now this one is also according to the weekly chart. We can look for the sells, but this one has suspicious signs, and the suspicious signs are in terms of are in terms of the one retrace, straight retrace, all the way through all the Fibonacci's. This is a bad sign. Yes, we have a bearish hidden divergence, but this is a bad sign for the possible sales continuation. At this price action, I would be behaving very careful with the opportunities. It does not simply provide currently any sell evidences. Why to fight? Now there is a broken trend line right here, and it's dancing around it, so let's see how it behaves at the beginning of the week, and according to that we will know how to define that. So the UK, as for now, is the one I would not really deal with. And on the cryptos, we had amazing run to the upside, as we expected on the majority of the instruments. Now this is the MONERO, and I would be looking for this kind of setup. If we are going slightly lower, you can figure out that we have here 3 waves to the upside, second wave to the downside, and we should be looking for possible by continuation. That of course is the case for everyone, for all of them. The Ethereum versus the Bitcoin, the one that I have been screaming about buys for a while, as you remember. Now we had first. If we get a second, we can start looking for buy evidences, and that's basically for all. This is the same for ZCASH. 1 2 3 1 2, and after that trend line breakout, and I can keep going and going. Of course, Bitcoin, let's go over that. Ethereum, Ripple, they all the same, and as you can see, they all represent the same opportunity. 3 waves push up, we would like to see 2 waves push down and breakouts, and go with that. The ones that give you the best of the risk reward are the ones that you will want to go and to trade. Ripple had some shake off at the beginning of the week, as you can see, and it was normalized. So 1 2, and I would be looking for the further continuation to the upside. So that would be all for this week. We have some amazing opportunities, some amazing pays we got from the previous week, like the pound versus the Canadian, like the New Zealandian Canadian, like the dollar yen on the last couple of weeks, like the Aussie Kiwi that pays very beautifully, and so on. So remember, it doesn't matter how good a possibility looks like. What does matter is that you have a level, you have a confirmation, and you have a setup to trade. Okay, if you find yourself forcing it a bit to happen to your needs, that's probably not good. So get that to the levels you want, wait for the confirmations, and look for the setups with the strategies you use. Patience is the name of this game. Wait for the things to happen, don't force them to happen. Once they happen, be there. Don't try to rush, and don't try to convince the market that you are the one that is right, because the market don't care about that. The market can bite. So that's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, leave your feedback below on the comment section. If you have any instruments you would like me to cover that I did not cover, just let me know down on the comments, and I will reply as soon as possible. Feel free to share this video with anyone who you believe can enjoy it. And once again, thank you for watching. I wish you a wonderful trading week and personal week, of course. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov, Traders Academy Club. I'll see you in the live trading rooms in the academy. Take care. Happy trading.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate your time. We invite you to join the #1 ranked trading club online, the Traders Academy Club, and to start trading like a real professional. Our students make amazing returns, and you can do too. Let your successful trading journey begin. Join Traders Academy Club using the link below this video now.